Today is still November 17th, 2024. You know, this scam of that drug dealer Pete and that prostitute Michelle is so far old. And like they said, if you realize everything's a trap, okay? Well, back in 2018, when the case first started, on Thanksgiving of 18, I told you the story before, that the kids were downstairs playing boo and taking everybody downstairs. Okay? For them to jump out and yell boo. Okay? It was my turn, and on the way back up, third step up, I heard the house wasn't meant for Grandma. It was meant for Auntie Shell and Papa, and Grandma needs to get out. I go down, they're all three in a huddle going like this, laughing, saying crazy crap. I go up and sit down, and I'm like, who's Shell? Is it Michelle Cowgill? I have to die for a Shell? Because David already bragged I was going to die for his girlfriend. Okay? Flora, my granddaughter, comes up. They're saying mean things in the basement. Dixie said, stay out of it. I go up to John, in front of everyone. My house is bugged by the police and the feds. Protected home custody for an FBI informant. Okay? Go up to John, what's going on? I don't know. He said, I told Melissa. No, he's only been divorced 3 or 4 months. Okay? He said, I told her you're going through a divorce and you're going to be moving out. She'll have the kids make up something, but don't worry about it. Nobody could say anything bad about you. He said, she'll probably have her church people make up something too, but don't worry about it, Mom. Nobody could say anything bad about you. She'll just have them make something up. I said, you shouldn't have said anything till I moved out and we started through a divorce. He said, well, I did. And since it's just made up and they can't say anything bad about it, don't worry about it. He likes Shrewsbury. Okay? So to clarify everything, I called Dave. And I taped it. So the police and the feds. We talk about John defending me. We talk about Melissa going to have the kids lie and the church people because I was supposed to move out and go through a divorce. He even said Melissa needs to stay out of this. I said, and her dirty little church friends. He said, they all do. Dear God, he was threatening to kill everyone. And I'm trying to get them caught so everybody doesn't die. He even said, Karen, you're good to the kids, you're good to the grandkids, you're good to everyone, no matter who it is. I expected him to defend me, and he did. I taped him. Okay? Went down to Walmart. The police and the feds are down there, FBI. And, because 2 of those young guys you think are cops, they're actually federal agents. They're in there, and everybody's talking. Why are they having those kids make all that shit up? Oh, they're just trying to scare her out of the house. That's it. We interviewed her whole family a long time ago. All right, take that back. We interviewed her whole family, and they spoke highly of her. Okay? And the other ones are just trying to scare her out of the house. That's it. Okay? Well, the police came up to me and went, Melissa's so stupid. She made everything up when you were fishing with Dave. She's actually that stupid. She didn't check where you were. I'm like, great. Her first lie, she was in it with that guy that I told you showed up, and where I'd woke up with a bruise and throwing up, and in front of the police and FBI said he drugged me up and told me to say wrong nightgown and butt light. The second lie, and I had Dave debunk it too, that on the 4th of July they were about an hour late, and We had already finished eating. I had to heat up their food. They took 2 bites, ran to the basement. And Jen and I grab bottles of water and go outside with everybody else and sit on the front porch. You can hear the kids playing in the basement. We had a split level. We had a bathroom down there, laundry room, a family room with a sectional couch and a TV. Okay? And the puppies were down there. They were having pillow fights. Okay? And it was really nice. You could actually hear the children's laughter out there. It was all my hard work in our beautiful new home. It all came together. And I still had a lot of work to do on it. But it was so nice having everybody there. It's like my heart took a picture. I was so happy. Okay? Jen and I got too warm because it's the 4th of July. And with being a split level, you go up 8 steps into the living room kitchen. And or you go down 8 steps into the family room, laundry room, bathroom, living, all that's downstairs. So we went in the front door and went up to the kitchen, living room, open concept, and sat down. Dave comes running in. John left. I said he left. He didn't say goodbye. He said he left through the basement door. He said he was in a hurry because they share custody. Okay? All right, I only seen him at the table. I took a picture of them everybody sitting on the couch while I was heating up the food. Everybody was already drinking coffee because dinner was way over. They took 2 bites and ran to the basement. And they played down there and didn't come back upstairs. Her second lie. Now I have Dave debunking it too, that they didn't come upstairs. And I was outside. So did Jen. So did Daniel for the police. Her second lie is they came upstairs. They looked through a cracked bathroom door. Now, if you're looking through a cracked bathroom door being a peeking Tom, who's being dirty and who's in the wrong? You are. Somebody's wiping their butt. And it never happened. Okay? They're supposed to Photoshop this. That they came upstairs, looked through a crack in a bathroom door being dirty perverts, and you're supposed to be weird with yourself. Dear God, you could be putting yeast infection cream on. I had that severe infection from being raped. And it never happened. Think about that, of them coming upstairs and being dirty perverts. Her third lie. They'll make up something, call you a bad word. The fourth lie, they told people have vandalized their church. Dear God, I wouldn't touch that place. With a 10-foot pole, it's got demons. They used to call it fucking shit. My family should be ashamed of. Okay? October 23rd, 2019, I'm at Braille's first birthday party. Okay? We were talking about, do you know how mad I was when they said the house wasn't meant for Grandma, it was meant for Auntie Shell and Papa? Laura's like, they said this, and it was filthy. My son Josh went, ooh, don't say that again, it's not true. She starts laughing. Of course it's not true. Of course it never happened. We made it up. They were games of pretend. I would have spanked them all and marched them up to the person they were pretending being games of pretend and made them apologize. They better thank God I'm not their mother. I thought Melissa had more integrity. I thought more highly of her, that she was a better person than to go along with human traffickers, having somebody drugged, beaten, raped, drugged for fake confessions, photoshopping and washing, and then being in it with the drug cartel, having people harmed and selling kitty porn. I thought she had more integrity than her being a vile, sick criminal, being involved in that. See, the police wrote it off as documented mean games that pretend, and that they were just showing off for the girlfriend. Later on, people said stuff. We already told her we caught those kids lying a long time ago. She could end up in jail, and they could end up in juvie. Okay? January should be 7th of 22. I'm in Giant Eagle. Investigators are in there. They're talking about Melissa's kids. They called them fucking lying dirty little bastards. In front of my friend. We go out and they're talking about Will in the case. She heard all of it. In 19 in Louisville, about 2 apartments before mine, or 2 apartment buildings, they're outside talking about Melissa's lies. May of 21, I went through Pennsylvania. There was some guy named Kurt helping pay for this. And where they have their little phones on and they're going through everything. I went into a gas station. They said, oh my goodness, Kurt found out all those kids are lying. He's going to kill her. And they got in their car and took off back for Ohio. It's like Kurt Slough. Right? They said they were lying on Thanksgiving of 18. That they made everything up. He just found out, and it's 2.5 years later. He's slow, right? I used to go sit outside the Stark County Sheriff's. I know they watch me. And those people swarming me, at times I'd pull over and just let them go by. And as I showed back up, it's like, well, if Kurt just found out those kids are lying, he's slow, right? 2 sheriffs walk out, laughing, yell out. If Kurt just found out those kids are lying, he is slow. Well, he's the one that tells everybody to stay out of it. The sheriffs made fun of him. October 5th, 21. I'm in Huntington Bank on Cleveland Avenue with a client. And they were talking about Melissa lying again. Said, I don't want Melissa getting any money out of this. That's okay. They knew they made everything up. They didn't want anybody to help her. We go to leave. He's like, who's this crazy Melissa? Everywhere we go, they talk about her lying. I said the ex-daughter-in-law had the kids make up some mean games they pretend in front of the police. He said, she's crazy. I said, I know she is. And it better just be crazy prostitute Michelle lying on Melissa. That she was stupid enough trying to scare me out of the house and have the kids make up mean jokes and the police let it go. Because if they find out she's part of the tapes before where that girl and her pimp Pete and those drug cartels and Michelle's a prostitute, even having them in her home around her children, they're human traffickers. She could lose all her children forever and go to jail for just having them in her home. That would make her an accessory to the kiddie porn of my grandkids going to body. That would make her an accessory to have me drugged for fake confessions, photoshopping and showering, sextortion, selling kiddie porn of my grandkids going potty, sex trafficking videos of everyone using the bathroom, racketeering of drugs, beat, rape, and threats and attempted extortion under it. They already called her stupid and let it go. Stupid can get you in jail. The police, they already told these people, the police watch her. They have told him repeatedly the police have taped everything. So is the FBI. Where they even said outside China on the 12th, they already taped all her kids defending her. They're waiting to see if they try to pay one of them off to actually say something bad, then they're going to arrest him. For everything's a trap. What they did is racketeering, attempted murder. Human trafficking me, drugged me, kidnapped me in my own home. You want to keep going? Selling kiddie porn. She wants to say she's part of those crimes. Illegal monitoring 7 years. Without all the others. You can't have anybody harmed. And I already talked to the prosecutor's office. It's a fraud scheme. What they did to me before. You can never get money out of that. Talk to a criminal attorney too. Dave can't hire Peter or anybody. Nobody could be in my home before. I want to see your court order. Where's your court order be in my home? Because there's no such thing but protected light cases with statements. From everyone that lives in that home. Of knowing of the threat of life. That's why they call them stocking tapes by the drug cartel. What's it going to say? She brings the child molesters into around her children? Because Michelle's one, so is Pete. You get in a lot of trouble. Lose your kids forever. I taped Dixie with permission of knowing of Mel's kids' mean games that pretend that she laughed at in front of a bunch of adults. The police taped for her laughing too. These people sold the login. Everybody knows she lies. Because like even when I went to Mancan and Canton in May of 19, they looked at me and said, Karen, if you didn't hear John's kids right on the third step up, they knew her standing. Dave's girlfriend isn't Shell, it's Michelle. It's not Shell, it's Michelle. Told you I didn't know about Michelle until she showed up at Faith Family Church. Was it January, February 19? Came in with the human traffickers, bragging she dated Dave. And she could have anybody drug, beat, and rape. She's dangerous. She runs with the Florida human traffickers that are selling people. This is a big drug scam from the drug cartel. Police already know that. FBI case. Karen around the house, Karen's well. Because what part of, my God, I had an FBI agent in my office. And then all these men and women show up and went shopping and drove around us. Think we're all going like a gang torty? Huh? They all have to go to the bathroom at the same time? But everybody had to go shopping? Honey. They were following you around for your part of this. You cannot hurt and exploit anybody and get money out of them. Go to jail for it. She ought to be ashamed. I thought she had integrity. I thought she was raised better. I thought Mark and Tina did a better job raising her. That she would not even consider having somebody drug, beat, and raped to try to extort money, photoshopped of washing, trying to get a prostitute to steal everything from another person. I thought she was raised better. And Dave was threatening to kill everybody. That included her. And I was trying to get him stopped. Investigators were so mad. Karen's risking her life to get them information on these people, and they're sitting around making up mean jokes on her. They ought to be ashamed. Officer Mark, January 12th of 22. White guy, black hair, glasses. I take that back. That's Officer John. Officer John, he has white, black hair with black glasses. Thin belt guy. His little buddy's wiry. Got in two big guys' faces. What did those kids get caught stating? They made everything up. Last year, they were talking to Alliance about Melissa's lies. Up on the strip, on Walmart, on the strip, it was probably September or October last year. We were talking about going there. Well, they have investigators already in there. The guy's on the phone. Melissa told some guy she could get all kinds of money out of this if he paid for the harassment. He can never get money out of this. We got those kids lying a long time ago. You want me to tell him? Because I'll take care of him. It's his own fault for losing his money for helping pay for something like this. He can never get a dime out of this. I'll take care of him, and walked out. That Michelle and her friends better be lying on Melissa. Melissa will end up losing her children to social services because she's allowing child molesters in her home. She's claiming she's having people drugged, beaten, raped, and try to have extortion money out of it. Drugged for fake confessions, photoshopping, and washing. And her children are already known by the police that they were showing off for the girlfriend. And they let it go last time. They already warned her they won't. For everything is a trap. Michelle and Pete are trying to get Melissa arrested. Where I told you, where those ladies sat outside Shine. The police already have all her sons defending her taped. They're waiting to see if they pay off one of them, if they would dare open their mouth against her and be part of this. And then the police are going to arrest them for their part. So Melissa wants arrested. It better be that crazy prostitute Michelle and her drug friends lying on Melissa. Better. Because if she goes to jail, that's her own damn fault. Joshy defended me. Danny, Jen, they didn't know about the shower scene. They didn't know they knew I had bruises, throwing up, heart racing, almost passing out. They didn't know Dave was having their grandmother and their mother drug, beat, and raped for a prostitute. Dear God. And having drug cartels harm their mother and grandmother. Dear God. And drugged for fake confession, so you're stoned out of your mind and you do what you're told. No memory. It's a very satanic thing what Michelle and Pete did to me, and I never seen or talked to anybody. Would you like to take a drink out of a drink in the room, go dizzy and black, and wake up hours later throwing up, heart racing, almost passing out, and a severe personal infection? Would you want that? Or wake up with injection marks and the same thing? Going to the doctor, what on earth is wrong with me? Is it the dirty well water I'm showering? Never see or talk to anybody? Now I want you to think how satanic Michelle and Pete are. Where they said, we all know about it. He thinks it's funny killing people. He thinks it's funny trying to kill people. For the greatest hunt is hunting a human being. He watches all the time. Make sure you always do the right thing. Because the first time you make a mistake, he's got you. He watches all the time. And the only way to beat him is to do the right thing, always. He thinks everybody's corrupt, and he begged, bet everything that no one will do what's right. He bet everything. If the FBI would give me my money, that drug dealer loses everything he has. He bet it to someone. He bet. And that's where he bet that no one. Everybody go along and report this. It's documented as framed by the drug cartel. Officer Mark told a lady on a Tuesday, August of 2023. Should be around the 22nd. There's documented it was drug cartel in my home before. And I'm framed by it. They ran a scam on me. The fake sodium pentothal reports, photoshopping and washing. I already confessed they did all that. Made everything up on me. See, that's where June 23rd of 21 to July 4th of 21, the same investigators were in Walmart 62. What are these people talking about? We interviewed her whole family a long time ago. She's never hurt anyone. Girls that dated the drug dealers. Oh my goodness. The boys had a drugger to make her say that stuff. Nobody mentions those tapes again. They also have Melissa's Church, Lighthouse Tabernacle. Of June 7th, 23, FBI agent John fell for the stunt of tapes before. Oh, come on now. That FBI agent fell for that. It was only a stunt. Had me drugged, beat, and raped. Drugged for fake confessions and photoshopped washing. In a drug scam with drug dealers, having me harmed. They're a severe satanic occult. Laughing how they made a fool out of an FBI agent. Sheriffs have their confession. They talk about it. In uniform. Because we helped work that informant case they opened. And we all know they made fun of FBI agent John for this. This whole thing is a mess. So, for everything's a trap. You go along with them, they're going to get you arrested. And like they said, wait till that agent over her case finds out this was a trap for him. For the exploiting corrupt law enforcement in this area, making it public. And they set him up to be arrested. This whole thing was a setup for John to go to jail. They were after him. People were talking this last summer in Kohl's. Wait till that agent finds that tape that they had set him up to be arrested. And they were exposing corrupt law enforcement in this area publicly. They were after him. Defrauding an FBI agent is a federal crime. It's also a federal crime to set up button cameras in someone's home and watch them. It's illegal monitoring. Stalking. You don't get special permission. The courthouse didn't know about you people, or the Portage County Sheriff's, or the Ravenna Police. And what you did is quite illegal. Just realize everything's a trap. And that's where they told me, don't ever forget, everything he does, it's a trap. Everybody report this. The guy is a psychopath. He toys with his victims that he's going to kill. He plays with them. And sits and watches. They said in 19, he finds amusement in her. She amuses him. She finds ways out of his traps. She would rather starve in that apartment and starve to death than go back to Dave and let him kill her. Absolutely. See, the only way to beat him is to do the right thing. The FBI gives me my money, the scam's over. That's it. Scam's done and over. I was found innocent of everything and carrying around the house Karen's will. Some girl pulled a case, said I got the case, and she's looking through the phone. Said it says right on the front of it, she was found innocent of everything. None of this is funny. I know it does. For the worst thing he ever did wrong, honey, is bend over improperly. We can wipe that one out. Because that old guy said he worked for Dave, was drugging me up and telling me to say wrong night out on butt lies. And this was their plan if I tried to leave Dave. Announced it the first month of the case. And they were laughing how they drugged me and told me to say stuff before. They photoshopped all their lies, made everything up on me, made fun of all these people, how they fooled them. It's documented by the police and the FBI. I was framed by the drug cartel. Michelle and Peter Cartel. I'm going to upload this.